right, and welcome back to our coverage of the 2016 Seattle Regional TCG Championships. And we're going to be looking in the top four between Eli Kovitz and Richard Reynolds. Both of these players we see on stream in day one. Eli piloting Xerneas Ho-Oh in the top four, which is a bit of an unconventional deck. You may have not seen that before. If you haven't, Ho-Oh, sort of an older card. It has an ability called Rebirth that says when you flip a coin, or when Ho-Oh is in your discard pile, you can flip a coin. If heads, you can bring Ho-Oh from the discard pile onto your bench and attach 3 energy cards from your discard pile to the Ho-Oh. And then Xerneas, for 3 energies, does 10 damage plus 30 more damage for every different type of Pokemon you have in play. And so the way that this deck works is that Eli discards Ho-Oh and plays a wide variety of basic Pokemon, and then uses the Ho-Oh as energy acceleration in a combination of energy switch, move energy onto Xerneas, and do a lot of damage.
Players, I have a couple more winners to announce in our video game masters division. Our finals today is
We've seen the strength of Yveltal Darkrai throughout this tournament. Really popular. I think the 2 most popular decks by far Yveltal Darkrai and Trevenant, both incredibly good players. Really interesting that only one Trevenant made the top 8. And Travis Armlist is facing TJ Trackwire, also in top 4 right now. So we're going to go over here and watch this game. Looks like we already started. Give me 1 second. Unfortunately, I personally would have loved Richard Reynolds making it in the top 4. Did defeat Eli's son, Eli's dad, Seth Kovitz, who was piloting Bioclone Jolteon Regice, which was really good to get to see on screen. And actually, I was in the wrong. I forgot. Richard Reynolds actually playing Turbo Darkrai, not the same sort of Yveltal Darkrai that we've been seeing. So this Darkrai that he has active is different than maybe your standard Dark Cloak Darkrai. This active Darkrai has Dark Head, which does 20 damage plus 20 more damage for every Dark Energy Richard has in play. So the strategy with his deck is to play a lot of energy acceleration through trainers. He plays Max Elixir to get energy in play out of his deck, and Dark Patch to get energy in play out of his discard pile, and try and stack up as much dark energy as possible to land big hits in the early stages of the game. So both players really playing very similar strategies, but completely different decks. It's going to be interesting. It's also worth noting that Eli Xerneas are actually resistant to Dark, so they're going to take 20 less damage, making it a teeny bit harder for Richard in this matchup to hit those knockouts. It does look like Eli gets heads on the Rebirth flip to get a single fairy energy in play. And if we look, he's got a couple double colorless energy. He could be attacking as early as next turn with just a double colorless energy, and then an energy switch to move that fairy energy off of the Ho-Oh onto the active Xerneas attack. Richard searching with a second Max Elixir. He's going to be able to get another Dark Energy in play. With 3 Dark Energies on the first turn is pretty solid. In the match that we watched him play on game during day 1, I believe game 1 his opening hand was insane. I think he got a total of 5 energy cards in play. A combination of, I think, two Max Elixirs and 2 Dark Patch on his first turn, plus an attachment from the hand. Really just incredible what this deck can do very quickly. Going to go ahead and bump Eli Sky Stadium out of play, limiting Eli's bench to only 5 Pokemon, which is a standard amount. But with Eli's deck specifically, you really want to be able to play a lot of support Pokemon. You see Eli's bench currently. He's got a Keldeo, he's got Jirachi, Shaman. Oh, these are not attackers for his deck, but they do fuel his Xerneas' damage. Right now, Xerneas is hitting for 160. If Eli is able to maintain the diversity of Pokemon on his bench, he'll be able to consistently knock out Richard's Darkrai, barring a Fighting Fury belt or something. Oh, you're correct. This is top 4. I forgot to update that text. Good catch. Yes, this is top 4. Seattle 2016 Pokemon Regional Championship. I'm your commentator / host, Zane Nelson. Really glad that you guys could join us today. Richard debating whether he wants to make this attachment. Opting instead, he wants to try and power up that benched Darkrai with the Fighting Fury belt, rather than attack with a Starcry that does not have Fighting Fury belt. As I mentioned before, the math works out for Eli such that not having a Fighting Fury belt on his Darkrai is potentially dangerous. Now, I can't remember what other Pokemon Richard plays in his Dark deck. I think he might play a single copy of Yveltal EX. We'll see if that comes into play here as he searches through Ultra Ball. He also, it looks like he does play a Fright Knight Yveltal. Fright Knight Yveltal, he just got out there with the Ultra Ball. Does 60 damage to an active Pokemon and 60 damage to a benched EX Pokemon. Could be strong in this matchup because Richard wants to... What he wants to do is he wants to be able to set up a KO on a Xerneas and also be able to take out an EX Pokemon on Eli's bench. And it actually looks like he's going to go very aggressive here and play the Lysander to bring up a 90 HP Jirachi and take it out with Dark Head. So this is interesting. Richard does not, at least in this particular turn, he doesn't want to fight the Xerneas. Instead, he's just going to try and play the Lysander game. If Richard is able to knock out 3 EX Pokemon 2 more now since he's knocked out 1. If he's able to take out that Shaman and probably the Keldeo, he'll win the game. But at this point, it's an arms race. It does look like Richard has... Is that a Sycamore? I'm not sure if he has a Professor Juniper or a Lysander in his game. I think it's a Professor Juniper. Because if he wants to set that up, he is going to need to consistently hit those Lysanders before he gets steamrolled by the Xerneas. And with that Skyfield, Eli able to cleverly bench and execute in order to hit that 6 Pokemon benchmark to take the first 2 prizes of the game. His first 2 prizes of the game, I should say. Oh, you're probably right. Dark Pulse is the first attack, and Darkhead is... I'm sorry. Darkhead is a more memorable attack name. Dark Pulse is boring. Darkhead is kind of innuendo-ish, so I apologize. Thanks for calling me out, Red Dude 333. You're the hero that the stream deserves. Richard able to play a VS Seeker for a massive Colress. It's gonna net him a total of 11 cards into his hand. Certainly a strong draw for him. You have to imagine he's going to be able to secure some sort of knockout this turn. Skyfield plus Colress is so fun. I miss the days of... pretty recently there used to be a deck with Raichu and Crobat. So Raichu had Circle Circuit 20 times the number of bench Pokemon you'd have in play, and you use Skyfield to get up to 8 Pokemon in play on your side of the field to get knockouts. And there were times where when Skyfield was popular, that you could see a Colress for 16 cards. Troy Boy, Skyfield is the stadium in play. It allows both players to play up to 8 Pokemon on their bench. So, in normal circumstances, absolutely, you're correct. You'd only get 5. And in fact, a large part of this game is going to be centered around whether or not Richard Reynolds can bump out the Skyfield. It does look like he has the counter stadium in hand to remove it from play. Oh man, the Lysander on the powered Darkrai for the knockout. Things are looking really rough for Richard in this particular game. I have a lot of respect for both Eli and his dad, Seth, for piloting unconventional decks all the way into the top 8 of this very difficult tournament, honestly. Even though Washington State only had about 160 Masters in this particular tournament, we have a ton of talent here. Multiple top cut of World Championships finishers playing here over this weekend. This is indeed top 4, yes. Richard looking to end his opponent to a low card count, and of course support a card that makes you shuffle your hand in the deck and draw cards until you have the number of prize cards you have. So it's very good to force your opponent down to a low card count when they're ahead of the game. Unfortunately, Eli already has everything he could possibly want in play. All Eli needs to draw to win the game is just another Pokemon of a different color than what he's got in play. It doesn't look like Richard is going to be able to knock out this active Yveltal, or this active Xerneas. Oh no, he didn't have the energy. Oh, and Eli Topsic the Juniper. Oh man, Eli's gonna get a full hand of 7 cards. He's gonna get the Skyfield again. If he benches one more Pokemon, he's got game. And he has the Ultra Ball, so he's just gonna be able to find the Ho-Oh. Frank. Yeah, all he needs is a Ho-Oh or a Hoopa. Hoopa will work. Yeah. And that'll be it. Game 1 over to the Ho-Oh Xerneas deck of Eli Kovitz over Richard Reynolds. Man, what an unfortunate game for Richard, and what an incredible top deck from Eli. Finding the supporter just when he needed it to close out the game, a turn earlier. It's a little bit off center, but it'll work for now. Right, so while these players are shuffling up, I did share perhaps my most embarrassing misplay that I've ever made earlier with the stream. But just for giggles, I will share my most memorable actual play that I've ever made in the game. This was back when the SP format was out, so SP cards, sort of similar to EX Pokemon in that they were really evolved Pokemon, but they were considered basic Pokemon, and they had level X Pokemon that were essentially Mega Pokemon. You could evolve them on top, and they had additional effects there. Anyways, I was at a city championship, and I was playing Luxray Garchomp against Dialga, Palkia. I think it was just Palkia Garchomp, or it might have just been straight Palkia, one of the two. Anyways, and for a while there were cards called Legend cards, which you had to play at the same time, and there were 2 halves of a card. You had to play them both down at the same time. And in that particular game, I happened to be kind of losing, and it was in the finals of the city championship, and I had already. Well, actually, excuse me, that's incorrect. It was not the finals. It was during a Swiss round, but I was kind of losing the game, and time was running low, and I wasn't sure what to do. But I realized that if I benched my Entei Raikou Legend and was able to power it up. Entei Raikou Legend does 80 damage to all Pokemon in play with powers, and in the SP format, powers were absolutely huge. They were everywhere. And with that Entei Raikou Legend, I was actually able to knock out my opponent's entire bench and take 5 prizes. But I also knocked out my entire bench, giving my opponent 5 prizes. So I knocked out 10 Pokemon with one attack, and brought it to sudden death, where I was playing Luxray and he was playing Palkia, so I had weakness advantage and I was able to take it in sudden death. But my goodness, nothing that I've ever done in Pokemon has felt better than knocking out 10 Pokemon at once. Anyways, we see Richard off to a much stronger start this game, judging by the looks of it. Eli stuck with one of the Pokemon that he would prefer not to start with. Ho-Oh is not an attacking Pokemon for his deck. He's just a support Pokemon. You're not even really supposed to have him out. You want him in the discard pile. Certainly not in the active position. Yeah, Richard looking to work on that strategy that he couldn't quite get to pull off earlier. He's going to get the Fright Knight Yveltal out early, hoping that he's going to just knock out 3 EXs on Eli's side, rather than having to trade with the Xerneas's. Richard really going off this first turn. Ultra Ball for another Shaman. He's going to set up, I believe, for another 4 cards. Shaman's so powerful and so important in this format. Not quite as strong. There used to be a card, there was an Uxie that had the exact same effect setup, except Uxie was a basic Pokemon, so he didn't give your opponent 2 prizes. And in addition, you would draw 7. So, certainly a well-known card in the history of Pokemon. This is a phenomenal first turn. My goodness. I only see... I think Richard's only got 2 energies in play right now. But he's going to take a computer search with the trainer's mail. And I think he's just going to save it for now. Going to play a Dark Patch, get a 3rd energy in play. So already with that Dark Pulse attack, he's doing 80, if I've counted correctly. He's only got 3 energies, but then using Darkrai's Dark Cloak ability to retreat for free into Fright Knight Yveltal, which puts a lot of pressure on Eli. Eli's in a really tricky spot because he's essentially forced into giving up 2 prizes at the start of the game. There's no way that Eli sets up an attacker this turn, which means Richards will have free pickings on this Ho-Oh in the following turn. Eli can still definitely come back though if he just if he just manages to get the energy out in play necessary to attack. From Richard's side of the board, though, it might actually be worthwhile for this particular game, since he is so far ahead already. It could be worthwhile for him to, instead of chasing EXs like I would expect him to, he could potentially chase the energy on the board, knock out the Xerneas's as they come out. Yes.
What's your YouTube channel?
Twitch.tv/NWPokemon.
Do you have any YouTube or just Twitch?
Just Twitch.
Alright, I can't watch it.
Yeah, you should.
No, it's because it's on Twitch. I never can watch stuff live.
Right.
So, if you're on YouTube, I can watch it.
Alright.
Twitch is just too hard to watch.
So Eli able to fill out his bench using that Hoopa EX to find 3 EX Pokemon and put them into his hand. He's going to pick up Yveltal, always a solid attacker, Shaman, and Jirachi. And he also has the Float Stone to give Ho-Oh free retreat. Unfortunately, that's not going to be effective against the Fright Knight Yveltal that Richard has active. Eli forced to pass here. My IGN is Hacks Money. Shoutouts to Hacks, by the way. For those of you who don't know, Hacks Money is a former professional Smash Brothers Melee player. Used to play a lot of Captain Falcon. Eventually swapped over to Fox. And I bet you, if you didn't know, Aziz, he also used to be a very good Pokemon player. I actually met and talked with him at Nationals and Worlds a couple years back. Really, really nice dude. Unfortunately, Hacks has been having a wrist issue, so he might not be able to return to competitive Smash.
League Challenge. Morning League Challenge players for round 3 pairings are going out.
So what do we got? Richard Reynolds discarding the Xerosic and then via Seekering it back up to use it. Xerosic discarding the special energy from Eli. Really, really good play. This will set Eli significantly back. I don't believe Eli plays energy acceleration besides Ho-Oh. And Ho-Oh's rebirth ability does require a flip. So Eli's in a bit of a tricky spot here. If he's not able to get energy in play consistently, if he's not able to attack, then Richard will easily take this match. That being said, Richard not quite able to survive to get enough dark energy in play in order to knock out the Ho-Oh, which does give Eli another turn to maybe try and set up. Since the Xerosic is in Richard's discard pile, though, Eli is kind of forced to just try and find a basic energy and attach it. He doesn't want to risk the chance that Richard will target his energy a second time with that supporter. Yeah, this is smart. Eli's going to go ahead and Ultra Ball to discard a couple cards, bring Ho-Oh to his hand, and then play Professor Juniper to get it in the discard pile. That's where he really wants it. That's where all of his energy acceleration comes from. unfortunately, it is sort of a fickle beast. If he flips tails on Rebirth, he might be in trouble. He may actually be able to attack this turn, though, if he flip head. I saw at least one energy switch. So with... Yes, and he's going to discard a couple energy and a second Ho-Oh. So he's going to have 2 chances to potentially get energy on the field, and then with an energy switch or 2, he might be able to attach for turn and attack. I'm not sure if he has all of those cards in his hand, but in any case, getting a Ho-Oh on the field this turn would be fantastic for him. Debating whether or not he wants to take the Gallade or the... Yeah, I think the Execute is a better choice here. Execute's propagation ability, of course, allowing Execute to be picked up from the discard pile at any time, which is fantastic for Eli. When his deck requires Xerneas to have Pokemon of lots of different types, you can, when you need it, you can pick up the Execute and place it on the bench for some more type diversity. In addition, you can use that Execute to make playing Ultra Balls and some other things a whole lot easier. That is a Gallade, yes. Eli does play a Gallade. It's in his deck right now. I haven't seen him get it out before, but this seems like a deck that could absolutely pull it off. I really like that addition. Still, though, the downside to playing Sky Arrow Bridge is that Richard, with multiple copies of Chorus in his deck, he's just able to get these massive hands. It does look like his deck's running a little thin, though. Only about probably 10 cards in his deck. Sure. Gonna find some energy off the Maxolizard. Alright. Okay. I think I may have secured myself a co-caster for finals. Should be fun. Skyfield, thank you. I'm sorry. Sky Arrow Bridge is, of course, a different trainer. We saw it in day one. Ben Potter was playing Sky Arrow Bridge in his Virizion Genesect deck. Good catch. And Richard gonna switch out. This is actually a really strong play. He switches out to the Fright Knight Yveltal once again, able to secure the KO on the Ho-Oh EX, and also play 60 damage on the Jirachi EX, which threatens Eli pretty heavily. Eli gonna flip heads on that second Rebirth. Gonna get one Ho-Oh out. We'll be able to see how many energy switches he has access to, how much energy he'll be able to transfer around. For finals, I really wanted to get Kenny Wisdom, but I think he's out doing something today, which is kind of unfortunate. But I think Paul Johnston might be joining me on the cast. We'll have to see. I don't know where Jeffrey Chang or Josh Fernando are. I know that they're around, but I don't know where they are. So can't coerce them over here. Yeah, Eli hunting for either a DCE or a second energy switch and an additional basic energy here. If he whiffs either, he might be in trouble. He does draw both the DCE and a computer search, so he will be in a pretty strong position for next turn. Man, this is so tough. I'm not sure if it's better for Richard to either chase the EXs, Lysander, Ho-Oh, and knock it out, or if it's better for him to try and knock out the Xerneas. It's really difficult to knock out Xerneas. I think at this point, Xerneas has 170 HP and resistance. Uh-oh. Did he just VS Seeker and not have Lysander? Or is he debating between... Okay. He's going to VS Seeker for Juniper. So he will not be able to play a Lysander this turn. Man. Going to retreat to, I believe that's the Dark Pulse Darkrai. He's going to do 70 to the active Xerneas and do 30 to that bench Jirachi knocking out. I like that play. If you're not going to find the Lysander right away, you can go ahead and do the 30 damage, knock out one EX. Then the big question is whether or not Richard can secure the third knockout, probably on the Shaman for game. Eli really wants... He's going to take a Skyfield. I think that he wants to computer search and find an N, because really this game comes down to whether or not Richard has the Lysander. And if he does, Richard's going to take the game and even it up to 1-1. If he doesn't, Eli's going to win the series and advance to the finals. I think Richard's deck is down to about 8 cards. So he's not in danger of decking out anytime soon, but he's running pretty low on resources. That makes it hard too, because he is going to draw 2 cards out of these, like, probably 14-ish cards now. If either of them are a VS Seeker, this could be game. It's a really tense moment. I'm not sure if I caught. I see a dark patch and is that a computer search? Am I able to secure the knockout with execute on the active Darkrai? Richard must not have the VS Seeker. If he had the VS Seeker, he would slam it down. Immediately know what to do here. Dark Patch and N. Alright, thanks. Thanks, squad. It's got the Dark Patch. For what it's worth, N is still a good play. As long as Richard can knock out this active Xerneas. Eli doesn't actually have an attacker powered up right now. So Eli is now looking for cards off the end. He's going to need either a DCE or an energy switch and another energy in order to attack with his bench Xerneas on the following turn. Juniper for 7. Okay, Okay. Does pick up the DC. Will be able to attack this turn. And a Fighting Fury build. It's not quite game though. And there it is. Richard able to clutch it out with the Lysander, bringing up the Shaman, and knocking out with Dark Pulse for the last two prizes that will even up the game 1-1.
Player base should be about noon by that time.
For those of you who may have joined us in the middle of that exciting game, I'm your host and commentator, Zane Nelson, casting the Seattle Regionals 2016 Pokemon Championship. Sitting in top 4 right now. It's a really close match. Yikes. It's a good one. I'm really grateful that Eli was able to pilot this deck this far. It's not often you get to see sort of lesser known decks like Xerneas Ho
It's all good. You guys can hang out with
make
me.
it to the final tables. I do not know how the other top 4 matchup is going between Oliver Barr and Travis Nunlist. They're still playing right now, so I assume that it's a decently close matchup. Travis, of course, playing Trevenant against Oliver's Darkrai Yveltal. Excuse me.
Last call for Pokken Tournament. Check in. Last call. Pokken Tournament after bracket. Check in.
Excuse me. Alright, and off. Off to the start we go. Eli going first right now. Will pick up that Hoopa EX. Hoopa is such a great card to accelerate decks that play lots of EX Pokemon, such as Eli's. And wow, Eli also able to get 2 Ho-Oh in the discard pile right off the bat. Really strong opening hand. Oh, you're right. TJ is in top 4. TJ, I'm sorry. They're both wearing the same pink Yeezus hat, so I've been getting them mixed out across the whole tournament. My apologies. Shoutouts to Austin Vance calling me alone. Able to get a couple of energy in play off the bat with the Rebirth flip. But debating between the Chorus, the Jirachi, or the Juniper. Going to play the Jirachi for the end, I would imagine. Yes. Eli really did not want to discard the 2 double colorless energies he had in hand, so the Professor Juniper was a bad option to draw more cards. At the same time, playing a Colress and only getting 4 cards because there were only 4 Pokemon on Eli's bench is also a pretty bad option. So Eli instead opting to drop that Jirachi, grab the N, preserve his resources a little bit. Far too often players are, in my experience at least, people tend to be extremely trigger happy with playing Professor Sycamores and Professor Junipers and discarding their resources early on in the game, and then you realize midway through, oh, I've discarded all my energy cards, I can't attack. Eli, willing to give his opponent a better hand for the sake of preventing his own poor one from ruining him later on. Ruining her later on. Excuse me. I don't know why I keep doing that. Really don't. This is Masters top 4, yes. Richard looking to play a Battle Compressor and get some of his key supporters in the discard pile so they can pick them up later and have options with VS Seeker. Xerosic could be potentially really strong in this matchup. We've seen it come to a lot of use in Game 1 and Game 2. Still, though, neither player really wants to I don't know. Rich is in a tough spot because he doesn't want to attack the Ho-Oh if he's not going to knock it out. So it's on Eli to start this matchup off, and it looks like Eli will be able to take the first knockout of the game with that benched Xerneas. Game 3. I feel like I can just find a second Xerneas and start to get him powered up. I think there's a very good chance that we'll be seeing this Rainbow Road guy make its way to the finals. Ultra Ball with a propagated Execute. Pick up another Xerneas. Really the only thing that Rainbow Road needs at this point. Going to use Keldio's ability to rush in to move Keldeo forward and then retreat using the free retreat of the Float Stone to send up Xerneas and take the 2 prizes. Matchup is certainly not in Richard's favor, especially now after Eli has set everything else up already.
Video game players, the pairings for the Premier Challenge are going up now.
I'm not entirely sure what combination of cards Richard can draw to get himself out of the situation. For what it's worth, Eli's Rainbow Road deck is somewhat fickle in that in order to power up the Xerneas, you're heavily reliant on being able to actually draw the energy switch. Wow, Richard not even able to attack this turn, ends up retreating the Fright Knight Yveltal and passing into the Mastermind. Eli, of course, able to draw out Lysander and take another 2 prize cards. We'll be looking at 2 prize cards to 6. And Richard just lost his powered up attacker? Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're going to see this deck make its way into the finals. What a great metagame call to play the Xerneas deck. I'm really curious. I wonder what's going to happen if Eli wins this match and goes into the finals and has to play Travis's Trevenant list. I'm really curious how that matchup goes, because actually we've seen Trevenant versus this particular deck on stream before, but it seemed to me like it would be really difficult for this Xerneas Ho-Oh deck because Trevenant stops your energy switch. So suddenly you can't move your energy off of your Ho-Oh in order to power up your attacker. Richard now just desperately looking to thin out his deck as much as possible. Has to pass again. Yeah. I mean, Eli does have access. He does have in his deck the 1 copy of Yveltal, which should be strong. Eli able to Ultra Ball for the Shaman. Set up for 5. He's looking for the VS Seeker for Lysander. There it is. And that will be it. Rainbow Roads going to the finals of Seattle Regionals. Wow. What a game. What a deck. Shoutouts to Eli for using the Generations energy as well. So pretty. So good. Fantastic. We'll be back in a little bit. I'll see if I can grab Eli for an interview about his deck choices and looking into the finals, how he feels. We'll be back with more Seattle Regionals action after this short break. All right, joining me is our first finalist at Seattle Regionals, Eli. Let's see if I can get this webcam going. Hello there.
Hello.
How do you feel about that match?
It was pretty easy. Like,
Right.
Game 2, I didn't get a very good start, but I don't know. Overall, it was an easy matchup.
Right. Turbo Darkrai against Rainbow Road or whatever you want to call
Right.
it. Pretty solid. What made you decide to play your deck today?
Well, I built the original list that I was going to play for Cali Regionals, the one Sammy Sosa played, and I was going to play that, but my flight got canceled. So I worked hard on the list, and I didn't get a chance to play it. So I was like, if I get an opportunity to play it again, I will. And
Right.
Yveltal was a really popular choice, and I knew my deck had a good matchup, so I just decided to play it.
So looking ahead, on the other side of the bracket, you've got Travis Nunlist fighting against TJ Trekware. TJ's playing Yveltal Darkrai, and Travis is playing Trevenant. Are you worried about that matchup, the outcome of that matchup, or are you feeling pretty confident going into finals?
I am worried about that match. I played against both. Travis was my loss. He was
Right.
Trevenant. I can't beat Trevenant, really. Like, it's a
Yeah.
terrible matchup. I rely a lot on the trainers and the energy switches to set up, and without those, I can't do much.
Yeah.
But I hope TJ does win, because I have a fairly good Yveltal matchup. And-
Right. As we saw, really, like.
Right.
Awesome. Well, do you want to give any shout-outs to your fans, your adoring fans who are so happy to see Rainbow Road make it into the finals?
Thank you, I guess.
Awesome. Yeah. Anything else you need to shout out? Anything that you need to
No.
let people know? All right. Awesome. Well,
No, I'm proud of my dad, though. He made top
yeah, I
8
saw that.
with Jolteon, Regigice, Vileplume.
Yeah, I was so excited. I was hoping for him. I wanted to see the father-son matchup
Yeah.
in top 4, but oh well.
Right.
Beaten out by that
Yeah.
darn Yveltal Darkrai. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
Congratulations. Good luck in the finals.
All right.
We'll see you soon, I would imagine.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Peace out. Eli Kovitz, everybody. And with that, we are going to be waiting for a little bit until the other finalist matchup finishes, and then we'll be on to the finals of the 2016 Seattle Regionals. I'm your host, Zane Nelson. Yeah, Eli did avenge his dad. Just murdered poor Richard. But yeah, that's what we'll be doing immediately. We'll be doing TCG finals, and then immediately afterwards there'll be a short break while I transfer the stream over to the Pokken Tournament minor championship we have going on right now. I'm not sure who's going to be streaming Pokken. It might be me. You might get me for the rest of the day, which will be interesting because I will tell you right now that I am not a Pokken expert. I know a little bit of Smash Brothers, and I know a little bit about the game. Played a little bit, watched a little bit of Dream Pack Austin, but I'm by no means an expert. So we'll see how that casting goes. But that's later in the day. Right now, you guys got to get hyped up. Finals coming up soon. See you then. Hello and welcome back, everyone, to our coverage of the 2016 Seattle Regional Championship. I'm Zane Nelson, and I'm joined by the Drew Allen.
Hey, I'm the Drew Allen now.
Yeah, you're the Drew Allen. I mean, I'm pretty sure
here.
you're the only Drew Allen in this entire room.
Probably the only Drew Allen that plays Pokemon. There's
Yeah.
another Drew, but I don't like him.
Garitsky?
I'm not gonna say his last name, but I don't like him. He's
Okay.
annoying. But
That's-
yeah.
All right, that's fair. Anyways,
There could be
the
only
Drew
one.
Allen joining me. And we are here to present to you your finalists for the TCG Masters Division. In the one corner, I actually don't know which corner is who.
Right corner be TJ.
All right, in the right corner, we have TJ Trequair busting out that Yveltal Darkrai. Yveltal Darkrai. Old standard. Seen a lot this tournament, but it's so good.
Good deck. Really good deck.
And in the other corner, we have in my opinion, much more exciting Rainbow Road
Oh,
player.
totally. Yeah.
Eli
That's
Kovitz.
So crazy. Hello.
So we're gonna fix this here really quick.
I like Eli's mat. Sick.
Yeah, it is a sick mat, and we will be starting.
Oh, TJ's ripping
soon.
that Yeezus hat.
Yeah.
Yeezus? Kanye?
Ripping it down. And I should probably change that. This is not actually top 4. This is the finals. Give me some time here.
Rename. Yep.
So, what are your thoughts on this matchup initially?
Oh, I've tested this matchup because not this exact matchup, but Rainbow Road versus Rainbow Road is the name of Eli's deck, by the way. So Rainbow Road versus So Rainbow Road versus Yveltal is a really bad matchup for Yveltal. They can one-shot you, and especially with Fury Belt now, they have 180 HP in on paper because they have dark resistance. So that really sucks. Plus, when you have a BKT active, it still has dark resistance, so you 3-shot it, and it's just blowing through your Pokemon. So I think it's a bad matchup for TJ, but if TJ can manage to hit a Silent Lab, which he just did, which is good, he shuts off all of Eli's Ho-Ohs, which can slow him down a little bit.
Yeah.
So I don't know, probably bad for TJ, but if TJ hits a really hot start, I think he can do it as long as he slows down Eli. Like the Silent Lab, it depends how big that is. If Eli has a Skyfield in his hand, probably going to be a rough time for TJ.
Yeah. And that is something that's really interesting. I mean, we've seen TJ on stream before, but he's really been the only Yveltal deck I think that we've seen either day that's been repping multiple copies of Silent Lab and playing them to such great effect in any case.
Yeah, true. I mean, Eli also has, I don't know his list. Do we have his list?
I could pull it up.
Yeah, that'd be
eventually.
sick. Yeah, that'd be good. But I don't know, if he runs Manectric and stuff. But if he runs Tech Attackers, which I imagine he does with Ho-Oh, it just gets harder for TJ. Especially if you run a Landorus or a Manectric.
Eli does not have Landorus or Manectric. I believe.
Really?
I believe he's got he's got Gallade and he's got.
Oh, Gallade. Gallade would be big.
Yveltal. Yes. So.
So, I mean, that's big. It just means that TJ can't build a massive Yveltal and go for it.
Yeah.
He hits a Darkrai. The snipe is pretty big, in my opinion. The snipe, if you snipe 30-30 on a Xerneas with Darkrai, if your Darkrai survives 2 turns, then you're fine. Also, fighting Fury Belt on a Darkrai forces Eli to hit a full bench of Head Sleep. That's good.
Silent Lab's so good right now.
Oh, that's
Eli has 2 Ho-Ohs in the discard pile and a handful of supportive Pokemon that he can't play because
this
of
is exactly
Silent
what's
Lab.
got to happen. TJ needed this to win. He needed Eli to have nearly nothing, which it's not a good spot for Eli. TJ is going ham aggro.
Yeah.
Wow. Dropping 2 darks. I don't know if I like that. I kind of wish I saw an attach on the Darkrai.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. Or an attach on the Shaman, letting him hit a Dark Patch still. Like, he might just whiff.
Yeah, I think that would have been the optimal play.
I mean, he runs a float stone, which he can hit, but I don't know. I think an attach on the Darkrai, or on the Shaman would have been good. He might also be looking to Sky Return the Shaman, which he could probably do this turn. Like, if he's not going to attack into anything, he may as well. Oh no, he's going to attack with Darkrai. He hit the float, so he's fine.
The one on Float Stone coming in huge.
Yup. We have a 1-1 split of Float Stone AZ, because we were a little bit scared of Trev, and AZ is really good for Trev.
Right. Playing another Battle Compressor. Gonna discard the Maxis along with, you know, just the standard fighting Pokemon that you play in this type of deck. They are Stage 2 Pokemon, so the only way to get them out is through using Maxis hit the ball plate, hit the ball trick, so.
Yeah, if he's able to hit a Maxis on TJ, that's pretty big as well. Because especially when he's going aggro with his Darkrai, that's a scary thing.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, a big part of Silent Lab too is it shuts off Shaman and it shuts off Hoopa. Hoopa to do Psychic type and then bam, bam, bam. Hoopa's literally a quadruple, like it adds 120 damage if you hit it. Because you can search for 3 different Pokemon and then do that much more damage, and that's just shut right off right now.
Okay, so that's interesting. Eli opts to drop the Jirachi onto his bench
I kind of like that actually.
without using the abilities so that he can get
He
more
can't.
damage.
Yeah, he can't use the ability, but I think that's not a bad play.
Yeah.
I think I see an Ultra Ball in Eli's hand. Oh no Ultra Ball.
He fails 1 Rebirth Flip.
Did you see TJ's finger thing? TJ always does that. Always.
Alright.
Yeah, that's not a great time. He still has the Ultra Ball, so he should be fine. I don't know if he'll hit the Fairy. He whiffed the Fairy, so he's gonna have to drop a Shaman here.
Yeah.
TJ's got that Float Stone and Yveltal and a lot of Darks in the discard, so I think he'll honestly be fine.
And he's got an Execute as well in case of emergency. He can pick that up. It does look like Eli's going to get the knockout this turn.
I don't know if I like the Shaman play. Why not grab Hoopa there?
Well, I guess you could. I mean, the thing is, at this point, Eli's already got the Keldeo out and the Jirachi out. So the only thing that you're getting with the Hoopa is a Shaman, which is not the worst thing.
Oh, true, yeah.
Right, because you do get the Hoopa in play for the extra damage.
He wanted to hit that Rebirth Flip. That's what he really wanted. And I think dropping the Jirachi is not even bad because he can get it this turn, and then if he's able to drop 2 more Pokemon in a later turn and get counter stadiumed, then he sends the Jirachi away because he doesn't need it.
Right.
Yeah, that's not bad. Eli's in a not bad position. He doesn't get to attack this turn. That's the only thing. Like if TJ has a Lysander, he gets 3 prizes next turn, which is, I imagine, what he's going to try to do.
He has to hit the energy, though.
Yeah, he has. Oh, he's got the Silent Lab in his hand as well. Yeah, I don't think there's an energy in there. Rip. I don't see an energy.
Kills me to see team players like make all the right decisions and then just get punished by their decks.
Honestly, yeah. So he rushes in.
Is he gonna
Probably retreat. I don't even know if I like that, honestly. I mean, that's not bad, but he's just gonna snipe kill the Xerneas anyway. Like, may as well take the hit with the Xerneas.
Xerneas has Fighting Fury though. He's not gonna get knocked out.
Oh, okay, yeah. Never mind.
Now, what TJ
BKT.
can do is do 90 and 30, and now when he switches into the Fright Knight Yveltal, he'll knock it
this
out.
is true. Yeah, it's a good play from TJ. I
That's
kind of wish
really
TJ got a
smart.
little bit more than a Yveltal DC last turn. It's not great. It's not great. He might just be holding something, but I don't know. I like how he didn't drop the lab. Not dropping the lab was, I think, a good play. You need to be really, I don't know, really intentional with a lab drop when you play it.
There's only 2 copies of his deck.
Only 2 copies, and one's already gone. So, if he dropped it now, he could just get counter stadium again, and it wouldn't be a big deal. But if he drops it next turn after the Fright Knight knocks out the Xerneas, he can see what Eli does, with promotes the Keldeo or whatever, promotes something in hopes to rush and retreat, and he can drop the lab based on Eli's reaction.
Eli, I mean, it's also a really. I think that's going to be a really crucial part of the matchup. Eli going to pick up the Gallade here, which is also equally huge. Still looking for an energy switch though. Does hit one.
Okay, that's good. Yep, that's
But
something like
But I think I agree with you. I think the majority of this match depends on TJ's use of his last second Silent Lamp, because if Eli is forced to discard a lot of his, unique colored Pokemon, he reduces his damage on that
True.
Xerneas significantly.
Did you just hit the Gallade? Yeah,
Yeah, he hit the Gallade.
Yeah, that's
so
definitely
he's in a
really good.
spot,
Yeah,
but,
he's in a nice spot.
I believe Eli plays a one-of Super Run, so there's a possibility that he recovers
pretty
after the
spooky.
Silent Lamp hits. And he will be able to trade this out. TJ just going to send
So TJ's got the Dark in hand.
There we go.
Yep, bye.
And he forces Eli to promote beforehand.
Oh, the Ho-Oh, that's interesting. Don't know if I like that.
I think I like it.
He can potentially get back an egg and a Ho-Oh unless TJ drops Silent Lab. Yeah, I think that's a really good time to drop Silent Lab.
Yeah. Eli will...
Jirachi Shame? Oh yeah, Yveltal's good. I honestly don't like that play. I wish he dropped the Shaman, because Yveltal has utility in this matchup, whereas Shaman does not.
Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, he's got 90 damage on it, but I don't know. It's still
Immediately going to buff the Silent Lab.
pretty big.
He does have the Execute in his discard pile, so that will be one additional type.
But see, I don't know how Eli gets a Xerneas in the active this turn.
Russian Retreat?
Fright
No,
Night.
nope, Fright Night.
Unless he has an AZ or something. Unless he has like Ho-Oh heads, Energy Switch, something. Or he can retreat too.
So he's going to get one
So he
more
needs
Ho-Oh.
Energy
I don't
Switch
know how many
DC.
energies left. Just the one. Fairy.
TJ has 2 Ultra Balls in his hand. That's not great.
I like that. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, yep. No, I like that as well.
Probably going to play a Juniper later into the turn anyways, so why bother?
May as well have the damage. You never know.
Looks like
He-
his
he
deck
can
is
always drop a
really
f-
thin,
like,
so
TJ
he's
can always drop a
opting,
free roll, too.
instead of playing Trainer's Mail, he's just going to play the Juniper right now. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, his deck's looking pretty thin.
He did draw a Computer Search and DCE, so he 100% has...
He looks like he has like 2 cards in deck right now. I just looked at his deck and it looks real thin. Yeah, he can retreat the Ho-Oh. He hit the Energy Switch too, so he'll just retreat the Ho-Oh and attack with the Xerneas, which is good. TJ can kill it. I feel like if TJ can kill this Xerneas, he'll be in a fine spot.
One card in hand? I think that's one card in deck.
I think
Honestly,
that's one.
not the scariest thing in the world.
Does he have an N in hand? Or if
He does
has-
not. He just has a Computer Search. But
shit.
all he needs is one more turn, right?
No, he's got 3 prizes, right? Draw. If he's got 1 card,
Is that 3 prizes?
3 prizes. If he's got one more turn, TJ can just win. TJ just passes and he wins.
Wow.
TJ just passed and he won.
Eli
He like decks himself.
taking himself out game 1.
Yep.
Wow. What a crazy start.
I feel like Eli made the misplay of Junipering. I feel like Eli had 2 males. He should have like gunned for the energy switch off the mail. Because he already had the energy. He didn't need anything other than the energy switch. He just needed it. He wanted to hit it. I don't know. I don't think Juniper's the play. I think double Trainer's Mail was the play. You probably hit it, and if you don't, then I mean that's the way the game goes. Yeah, he didn't even count his deck. That's true. Oh well, that's how it goes.
Yeah.
1-0 for TJ right now. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of finals nerves getting into Eli there.
Pokemon players. Poké players, actually. Still looking for 3 people. I'm about to drop them from the tournament. I don't see them in a couple of minutes. I still need Keaton, Platinum Patriot, and Mad
here we are. Game 2. Eli fighting for his tournament life here. Will get the option to go first and that early mulligan. What a game 1, honestly. For those of you just joining, I am Zane Nelson. I am your kind of host and commentator. My co-commentator, Drew Allen, I believe is in the restroom right now. He'll be back shortly. Alright, and here we go, into game 2. A Jirachi start for Eli. Jirachi against Fright Knight. That's pretty rough. Eli unable to retreat his Jirachi in a very safe manner within these first couple turns because of Fright Knight locking off that floatstone he would prefer to use. Still, though, the Ultra Ball for the turn 1 Hoopa, definitely very strong. Probably going to pick up Shaman, Keldeo, and going to go for a second Shaman because he really wants to go off this turn. And he has the Sky Field. So.
Alright, what I miss?
Not much. Eli's going off.
Yeah, Eli is going off.
Got the turn 1 Hoopa. Gonna draw a bunch of cards. But he did start Jirachi, which is awkward.
Yeah, it's not optimal, especially when Fright Knight's active, honestly. Fright Knight, that ability is so good. You know, if you would have bet me at the beginning, if you said, I would put $20 that TJ will win this, I would have taken that bet. As much as I love TJ, and he's an awesome teammate and an awesome dude, this matchup's bad. And I don't know if TJ can take the next 2 games if Eli sets up consistently.
Yeah. And he is certainly in the process of setting up right now. Still, got the battle compressor for all the Ho-Ohs. He still needs energy in the discard pile in order to use that rebirth effect.
Yeah. Ho seems honestly really good. Even to just get 1 energy, it's pretty big.
I wonder, does Eli want to attach and retreat this turn? That could be...
That might not be bad. If he has a Xerneas, that wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
Debating Fright Knight's doing 40,
Looks like he is going to drop that Fighting Fury Belt and set up for another 4, looking for that Xerneas. Draws the Computer Surge, but he can't play it. He's got 3 Skyfields in his hand.
You gotta go for a supporter here.
You have to get that in. There's no way that you're going to discard all of your Skyfields.
Yeah, Colors. Assuming TJ's going to bench something on his turn, it's probably a good, fair play.
Looks like he's going to play the Chorus.
Chorus is good because usually TJ's going to have a full bench too, right?
Right.
I don't know, starting Fright Knight for TJ is pretty big. It forces Eli it honestly sets Eli back a turn because he has to manually attach to a Jirachi, and he can't, he has to hit Fairy DCE next turn instead of float Fairy DC.
That's good though. Eli did draw into another battle compressor, so he's going to be able to get all the energy in his discard pile for the potential
float in the Keldeo probably.
Yeah.
Because Silent Lab is probably going to get shut off soon anyway. So having something to promote that has float on it is probably pretty good.
Wow, this hand is crazy. He's going to get the float stone. He has the battle compressor. All right, this is a small thing. But what do you think about the order? Do you play Trainer's Mail first, or do you play Battle Compressor first?
I think you play Battle Compressor first.
I also think you play Battle Compressor first.
Because there was an energy that Eli hit. I don't know what he's looking for. But there's an energy that he hit that could have been something else. That was probably that water energy, honestly.
Right.
Yeah, Battle Compressor before Trainer's Mail is just how it goes. Like
Most of the time.
it's just how you should almost always do it. I forgot Rebirth is a coin flip.
Yeah. He did set 3 Ho-Ohs out arc immediately, which was
True. He plays 3.
yeah.
Oh shit. It's pretty good.
Wow.
I wonder if this is gonna change the meta. I wonder.
Well, I mean, for what it's worth, there isn't much left to change until Fates Collide gets
Honestly,
released.
yeah, true. I
next
mean,
week.
there's another regional,
yeah. There's one.
but
more
like
regional.
Fairies is pretty low key. But the fact that it rolls dark is pretty big. Honestly. Like and usually the matchup's pretty consistently good for Xerneas. Xerneas' auto lost to Sable Garb though. That's a terrible matchup for Xerneas.
Yeah. Trevenant is also really tough.
Trevenant's tough.
Yeah.
Did we stream that?
We did actually. Eli played Travis and Swiss.
And Swiss lost. And Travis lost.
Yeah. Eli
Travis lost?
Eli lost. Travis rolled him.
Seems like a pretty tough time.
Yeah.
Honestly.
We
Oh, laser heads. This could be big.
nope. But he did get the silent lab.
That's good. Yeah.
It's a bit late, but it will
Yeah.
force Eli to do.
I like how Eli didn't retreat this turn. I like that. He could have retreated into Xerneas and had the dark resistance, but instead he left it just in case. I honestly really would have liked to see a DCE on the Yveltal, or on the Xerneas turn 1. If he had a DC on the Xerneas turn 1, an option that he would have had this turn is energy switch to Jirachi, retreat, and then attach to Xerneas and attack.
Yeah.
Or energy switch to Xerneas and attack. Like, attached him to Jirachi, I think restricted him a little bit.
But he's
can
got
probably
the
still
DCE
hit it.
now, and I
He
believe
just
I
needs DC energy switch. He can hit it.
saw a couple of trainers mails.
Yeah. Yeah. Eli's definitely going to be winning the Stydia more because of that colorless play, which is pretty big.
Hey, look at that. Nice to pick. He really wants both the energy switch and the sky field. I think the energy switch is more important.
I think so, Sam. Well, like, he's got a DC in hand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's fine. You take the...
Interesting.
Yeah, I agree with
There
that.
we go.
I don't know.
Anyways,
It's going to be swinging for
good.
a whole lot pretty quick here.
Looking good for game 2.
Killing that Fright Knight right away is really good, too, because then it can't get promoted to shut off your Fury Belts right away, honestly. That's very, very big. TJ has to hit a lot of stuff this turn.
The one thing that is unfortunate is if TJ is able to somehow knock out this Xerneas, Eli doesn't have anything right now. And actually, he's considering playing the VS Seeker for the Lysander. Yeah, that's really good.
Ooh, I like that a lot. Yeah. That's big, because that Yveltal was the option that TJ had to kill the Xerneas.
Actually, in that case, a minor misplay. Eli could have played the VS Seeker and Lysander up the Yveltal first, and then Russian retreated.
This is true. Yeah. minor misplay.
Kept a fairy energy in play on the Jurassic.
Though with Ho-Ohs, you kind of want it in the discard, honestly.
Yeah,
But maybe minor misplay, maybe something that you thought about.
who knows?
That's something that might come into play later. It's a fairy energy, so it could be big, honestly. Hitting another Ho-Oh heads on it could be big.
Unfortunately, I don't know what the energy counts are like
Yeah,
for
me neither.
Eli. I would assume that he plays mostly fairy energy, mostly double colorless, and then just enough of the other types.
The water's kind of interesting. I wonder what the water's for.
You can do a little bit of extra damage with Kellyo, I guess. He wanted one other type so that he could attack with
That's
Ho-Oh.
cute, but
Unlikely to happen. But it's in case you face...
Landorus.
Yeah,
Landy
Landorus.
Bats. That's a
The
deck,
throwback.
right? Yeah, throwback. Oh my gosh, that was my favorite deck. I love that deck. That deck and Big Basics Garbodor with Raichu. Ooh, that deck was fun. That was back when the format had skill and you didn't win on a coin flip.
Hey, don't say that.
Whoops.
Oh, yep, you're right. Stream correcting us. Double blocked both by the potential of Fright Night and also because there's a Silent Lab in play, so would not be able to rush in.
Plus, having the fairy in the discard's better, honestly. Hitting a rebirth later on it could be the difference between attacking in a turn and not.
Yeah.
This is not looking good for TJ, though. TJ is in a tough spot.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a whole lot of energy in his hand.
Yeah.
It's kind of what he's looking for.
Oh, an option that he does have is putting a float stone on the Yveltal, retreating. Nope, never mind. He passed the turn. I was gonna say he could kill it with the Gallade if he attacked with the Gallade. The Gallade died, and Eli promoted a Stadium, and then attacked with it.
That is true. At least nobody played Shaman under Silent Lab. I've done that at least once.
I mean, he's not getting any
very
energy right now, so it's tough to power up Baby Yveltal or anything, honestly.
Right.
I feel like a good play is trying to Lysand or something with a heavier retreat cost, like a Yveltal or a Ho-Oh, and like trying to snipe around with BKT and take like a whole lot of prizes that way. Like you can take 4 prizes if they are not quick on it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, I could be wrong, but I think this is TJ's second BKT event.
It is.
Yveltal that's going to get knocked out?
No, it's not. It's
It's the first one.
Yeah,
That's right.
'cause
They
the
put the
other one got
Lysander
Lysander,
around.
But
But-
still not I don't know. I don't know if you scoop in this game because these games go so fast, and you have a lot of time. You have 60 minutes, but I don't see how TJ is really going to come back from this unless he pulls something crazy out. N is also a card that might work. If you can pull off like a Xerneas kill and an N, that could be big. But other than that, there's not really an out that TJ has.
Discards a Silent Lab. He wants to keep his abilities in play.
See, that's the big part about Silent Lab is you run basics with abilities, so you don't always want to play it. Like, I don't know, a lot of like players with a little less intention, a little less skill, will probably like play a list of Yveltal with Silent Labs and be like, oh, well, I have to counter the Stadium, I have to drop this, but you don't. Sometimes you just want to hold it or discard it.
Right. And it's 2 for Eli, 6 for TJ.
The Yveltal with the Fury Belt is pretty good. 1, 2,
Xerneas
3,
with
4,
Fury
5,
Belt?
6. Oh, I was talking TJ's Yveltal.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's like
Might
it
survive
gives
a
him
hit or
an
two.
out. I don't know if he kills it right now. 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 190. So yeah, he's 20 short. He needs another colored Pokemon on the bench.
Oh, I think Eli might have his executed the discard pile for that.
Ooh, true.
So Eli might be able to pick up the knockout.
That's true. I think if Eli gets a Lysander kill on that Yveltal, he just wins. He also's got a Yveltal powered up with a Fury Belt, so TJ doesn't have many viable options right now. Is he okay?
Mana Compressor to discard some options. Just a little bit.
TJ's been discarding AZ with Battle Compressor a lot. I feel like that's a solid play. Being able to pick up like anything that doesn't get knocked out can be big. Also, when you're running so many utility and support Pokemon like Shaman and Jirachi, just having the option to take it back and having your opponent not have 2 free prices is pretty big.
Yeah. Does use Gallade's Premonition there. Is Evo-Ball? I don't even know. Evo-Ball is not a
Doesn't
knockout.
knock out, no.
No.
It's rough stuff. I don't think that was the play.
Yeah, I think TJ may have miscalculated. He might have forgotten about resistance or forgotten about
No, I don't think he forgot about it.
fighting Fury Belt.
I think the play was Gallade. I think you attack with Gallade, and then Gallade dies, and then you send up a Fright Knight, and Yveltal dies. Or Xerneas dies, right?
Right.
Because it shuts off the Fury Belt. And TJ used to support it last turn, so I don't know. I don't think that was the play. Saving the Yveltal to fight off the other Yveltal with 2 darks. If you get the first attack on that, that's how you win that too.
GS Secret for Lysander closed out. He's got it. Wait.
I mean, you don't want a Lysander. You want to kill that Yveltal. That's the threat right now, honestly.
Does Eli still have 3 prizes, or does he have 2?
It's at 3, I think.
Okay.
Because
It all kind of blends
He's killed the first Yveltal, right? Then
Yeah, he
killed
killed one baby Yveltal, one Yveltal EX. Okay. So he's just gonna chorus.
Yeah.
Hopefully not gonna deck himself out again, but we could be surprised.
I think TJ's going to go for the 7 prize game. That's why he promoted the Yveltal instead of the Gallade. Which is not a bad play. I just hate losing the Yveltal because now you can get swept by Eli's Yveltal, Especially when you're playing with a Darkrai. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you can end him late game and Lysander Keldeo and manage to snipe around, that's his out to win right now. But if you can't hit that, I don't know how he wins.
And that's hard.
It's in a tough spot. Oh, I love that. When you premonition and you know what you're playing, and you just play a card off the top of your deck, and you just look like a baller. Oh my god, that's my favorite thing ever.
Feels good.
I did that with a DC. I got my Archeops, tried to Lysander stall, and I figured he tried to deck because I was in a commanding position. And I just top decked the DC and attached it, retreated, and evil balled. Finished my turn in 20 seconds. Whew. Style on him. Style on your opponent. That's Drew's advice of the day.
Oh, he's gonna get. Wait, what?
Archeops.
Why?
Okay. I mean, he's got to draw cards. If that was his out to draw cards, that's fine.
Was that his only supporter left? Was Maxie's?
I'm not sure.
Because he got the Stellar Guidance. But yeah, and TJ will go ahead and scoop game 1.
Scoop game 2.
Scoop
So
game
he's
2.
going
You're right.
game 3, and if he hits the same kind of setup that he did against him the first game, TJ can take this thing. I honestly did not expect this to go to a game 3 at all.
Yeah, well, Eli decking himself was certainly not expected, but them's the breaks.
Huh?
Them's the breaks.
Yeah, them's the breaks.
Sometimes you're thinking so fast and playing through your cards so quickly that you don't even
It'd
realize.
be funnier if Trevenant was the final and you said, them's the breaks. Oh well.
Oh well.
Pokemon jokes.
Hey. For those of you just joining us, I'm Zane Nelson, joined by Drew Allen here.
Yeah. Shoutouts to Austin Vance and Kale, Phoenix4434 in the chat. I love those boys.
Excellent.
Yeah.
We're casting the finals here from the really nice venue, the Seattle Convention Center.
I'm reading the chat right now, dude.
Shots fired.
Gosh, so brutal. I shouted you out, but whatever.
After this match, there'll be a brief pause, and then we'll be transferring. This stream will become a Pokken stream, so stay tuned if you're interested in that. Should be interesting. If you looked at Pokken at all, you a fighting game player?
I'm a Smash 4 player, but not Pokken.
I'm also in the same boat.
Who's your main?
Mario.
Nice. Cool. Nice. I want to tell a quick story before they get started. So we were in Houston one time, and we were doing pack battles because we had just finished a tournament. And there was this dude who came up to us, and he had this thick Houston accent. And I was playing with Kevin Cranberry Murphy, and we were playing cards on each other. We were just doing pack battles.
Right.
And this big old Texas dude comes up, and he's like, "Hey, no dueling in here." And we were like, "What? Is this guy for real? No dueling." And then, we were like, "Oh, okay." And then we put our cards away. It was pretty funny. It's good stuff. So did you just start
Sheriff made it into town.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Press 1 if you support dueling in here.
TJ Jirachi start, not ideal.
Yeah, not ideal. Hits the Yveltal. I don't know who half these people in the chat are.
Me neither.
Cool.
It's part of the fun.
No dueling in here. I kind of wish I did. I kind of wish I knew who the people are.
Yeah.
Oh, mash that one button. Yeah, so TJ gets the Yveltal, which is big. Oh, laser heads, please. Oh my lord, this is what happened last time. I'm like really rooting for TJ. I'm biased, I'm not gonna lie. I want TJ to win, but
I want Eli to win.
oh dude,
So
Eli
sorry.
Eli had such a lit hand. Did you see that? He had computer search Skyfield.
Oh, that would have
Oh
been good.
my god, that would have been good. And I think he had a Juniper too.
No chance you like it. Shout out to No Johns.
Yeah, honestly.
No excuses.
No excuses.
Yeah, I'm rooting for Eli just because.
I mean, the deck's way cooler, honestly, and it's way more unique. If that went to regionals, that's going to change the entire meta for next week.
Yeah.
But, yeah, if TJ can hit a floats down here, that's pretty big. I think he's going to go for a Shaman to try to hit the float. He really wants to stop any tools from working on his opponent's field right now. He also really wants a lab.
Yeah.
Truth. Yo. Drew made me hate Aegislash. Ooh, yeah, that's what you get for playing Vileplume and Vespiquen, dude. Rip you.
Man, that's so sad because you don't even play Hexman.
It was so bad, yeah.
And you don't play Grass Energy.
Oh, Silent Lab, oh my lord. That's really good. He's got the Skyfield though, so it doesn't really matter. Tails? Oh, heads.
Does flip heads on the poison. Oh, how nice to use
I play Sheik so I can down throw regrab. I play not Sheik so I can kill.
What do you play?
Cloud.
Cloud?
Yeah. Also a busted character. I'm a tier whore with everything. Pokemon, you know. Like any game that I play, if it's good, I'll just play it. Like
Right.
I want to win. I don't care about being
Right.
creative.
Yeah.
Decent,
fair.
decent setup from TJ. His lab got bumped right away, which is kind of unfortunate for him, but it's fine.
Eli looking for his first big hand. That was not what he wanted off that Shaman. Double
No.
Skyfield when it's already in play.
Not at all.
Not really sure what you do. I mean, he doesn't have the energy, so he can't attack. He's got a DCE. I don't think he has any. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pass turn. I think.
That's good. Ooh, easy. Easy. Hey, that boy. That's good because that gets Jirachi off the field too. Honestly, having Jirachi on the field is really sketchy because anything can kill that, from a Y Cyclone to a 3 different colored benched. What's that attack called?
Oh, I think it's like Rainbow Spear.
Rainbow Spear or
I
something?
want to
Like
say Rainbow Spear.
that? That's a sick name for an attack, honestly.
Yeah.
There's
I mean, there's so many spears in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's Night
There's-
Spear,
there's
Dark Spear,
Pitchback
Pitchback
Spear,
Spear,
Thunder Lance.
Thunder Lance. Oh, mixing it up.
Yeah. No, that's good. I was going to say, there's been a lot of really cool attack names recently. I was opening some Fates packs, and there's a Larvitar with Mountain Munch. And it's like, oh, yes, so good.
So good.
Ooh, bumps the stadium again. That's probably, honestly, good for Eli.
Rainbow Force,
Oh, Rainbow Force.
I believe.
Dang. TJ is up 3 prizes. You look down at your phone for 2 seconds, and TJ's up 3 prizes.
What?
Yeah, dude, he attacked the Xerneas first turn with a laser, came back into his turn, did it again, came back into his turn, and died. 40, 40, 40, and a 60 to the Shaman, and now he's dead.
Hey, somebody caught
And,
my dark.
and another BKT, dude. Oh my gosh.
Somebody caught my Dark Spear joke. Man, if only they had trash arms.
Oh, Roadchomp is saying Sheik and Melee. No, Sheik and Melee is good. Sheik and Smash 4 is trash now. They nerfed the hell out of it. That's all I'm saying.
Did she did?
Yeah,
they
she got
really?
nerfed so hard. Her down throw up B auto, or it's not auto combo, it was a 50-50.
Right,
And they
yeah.
got rid of it.
They got rid of it?
Yeah, it was like her one thing that she could use to kill, and now she does not kill it. So, whatever.
That's sad.
Cloud's really good. His
Well-
Nair is broken.
Cloud is busted. At least last time I played. I haven't played very
It's
much.
really good. It's like really hard to do two competitive things at one time as well. Like I tried to do Pokemon and Smash, and it's pretty difficult to stay at the top for both. Like to be a world's level competitor for both is it's really
Impossible.
hard. Yeah, you can't do it.
I
You
mean,
just don't have the time.
Hacks Money did for like one season,
Yeah, honestly.
but that man is beyond me.
Pokemon players, I have some more winners to announce. Standing in front of Pikachu Libre, we have our trading card game seniors.
Computer search for the Hoopa.
Finalist is Connor Peterson.
Oh yeah, she's still good. Like I agree, she's still good, but she's not tier S anymore. She's not best. I don't think.
Regional trading card game champion for 2016 is Calvin Connor.
Shoutouts to Calvin Connor. What a champ.
Yo, that dude, I hope that dude put his sleeves on. He's like, oh, the judges said my sleeves weren't okay, and I was like, oh, like I'll help you out, dude. And then he like won.
Nice.
Cool. Good job. Shout out to that dude. So Tisha's got a second BKT. That's pretty big.
Yeah, he's gonna
He's
take
got a dark
look.
there. That's pretty solid. If he hits like a head sleep, or even like a Lysander on the Keldeo, it's pretty big.
Lysander and Keldeo would be good. Other than that, though, Eli again in the driver's seat. I think just this Xerneas deck does so much damage.
Yeah, it's unreal. Like you're getting one shot every turn, and you have to be on point and like be exactly perfect. Otherwise, you're just gonna get rolled.
Right.
Like, because you have to trade, and if you're not perfect, you're not going to trade because that deck has such an easy time trading with you.
So I have a confession to make. One of my dreams. I haven't done this yet, but I really want to at least one time in my Pokemon career. Is I want to qualify for Worlds,
Yep.
and then I want to go to Worlds, and I want to take my deck before the tournament, whatever it is that I'm playing, unsleeve it and put it in a theme deck box, and then show up with and have theme deck damage counters. And I show up at the World Championship, and I go and I pull out my unsleeved deck. And I pull out, like one of those plastic mats.
The paper one, yeah,
the,
yeah.
The paper mats. You fold it
Nice.
out.
Yeah, I feel like you'd also get like DQ'd for marked cards round 2 because you'd be shuffling unsleeved. But like,
Hey.
yeah, that'd be fun.
It'd be fun to troll people for at least a round.
How did that Keldeo just retreat? Did the Keldeo just retreat?
I think he manually retreated.
Oh, okay, cool.
See.
Sweet. Look away for 2 seconds, and game is. Yeah. That's a good play. I think TJ made the right play last turn in that Keldeo, but I don't know how he comes back right now.
Yeah.
It's a tough
I'm
spot.
just gonna take the loss. Take the loss of the DC.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally.
Keep up
totally.
the aggression.
Yeah, totally. And that's like the one risk that I was gonna say is everything that is in the deck other than a Hoopa. No, Hoopa's to retreat, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So everything in the deck can be retreated by 2.
Hoopa might be 3.
Yeah.
Might be 3.
No, it's 2. It's definitely 2.
It's definitely 2.
Yeah,
I always feel like Hoopa's like a big Pokemon.
Yeah. No, it's 2, but I don't see an out for TJ right now. 4 prices. TJ's got 3 left, so he knocks out that Shaman and that Xerneas. If he gets like a laser heads, he can do it.
You're so desperate to find
Rainbow
something
Force,
that's useful.
Yeah, I want Tisha to win so bad. Oh, a Gallade could do it too. Ooh, a Gallade, and then you attach a DC to Gallade, attack the Xerneas, Lysander the Keldeo. So you do. Oh no, you need a muscle on the on the Gallade, and he doesn't have that
He also whiffed the.
DC. And
No,
float.
he has the DCE. He whiffed the float.
Yeah, rip. Ooh, that's not what he needs. Keldeo float's also there, so it doesn't really matter.
Premonition. A lot of trainers. Looks like he's gonna
I like how TJ moved the cards in his hand. Like, I don't know. Like I've seen a lot of players Premonition, and they like take a directly one card and they put it in the front. But if you can like low-key like slide a card to the front, then just put it on the back of the top of your deck, your opponent's not like, oh, he's got something good on the top of his deck, you know? It's like, oh, he just Premonition and probably didn't have much. It's like just a little thing that is nice, because they can end you if they know you have something good on top of your deck.
Right.
This is looking really rough for TJ. I'm not really seeing a spot for him to come back. Goes down. And that one damage isn't going to be very big.
Clear challenge players. The standings for the junior and senior division are about to be posted.
Yo, honestly, I do have the biggest man crush on TJ. This is true.
I'm still rooting. I think TJ's got this.
You think TJ's got this?
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Eli.
Yeah, I think Eli's got this too. It makes me sad because TJ's on my team, and you always want a teammate to win. But yeah, no, I think I think Eli's definitely got this. Like, I don't know how he come back, especially with that energy switch. Yeah, TJ's got nothing now. He's got a maybe. I don't know. I don't think he has anything.
Drew X TJ confirmed bro couple.
Broken relationship. Yeah. He's got the Gallade. He could. Yeah, but the Gallade still just gets bopped. I don't know, man.
And Eli.
He does have the Yveltal there, though.
If Eli tops Lysander, he gets the game. Right
So he's got to go Gallade.
he has 2 prizes left, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
He's been knocking out things left and right.
No,
Eli has 2.
Eli Russian
TJ
retreat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, Eli Russian retreat. He's fine. He just like put the Kelly up and put it back.
And down to 3. If anything was going to get TJ back in
He's
this
got to
game,
hit
this is
Yveltal.
it.
If he hits Yveltal, he's got it out. But even then, if Eli hits a DCE, he's screwed. TJ's screwed.
2 cards
If
down.
he hits a DC.
Gallade VS Seeker, so Eli has...
But this
Doesn't
is-
have Lysander.
Yeah, how does he? Oh,
But he
is
does
there no
have
Fury
VS
on there?
Seeker.
There's no Fighting Fury Belt?
No, there wasn't a fighting.
Okay, yeah.
He does have VS Seeker for
Probably game.
probably Juniper. He doesn't have the DCE, so he's not going to end the game here, but he is going to knock
He's
out.
got a DC. Yeah. Floatstone on the Keldeos, or Floatstone on the Shaman was a nice play from TJ. It lets you... You whiff
No
it?
DCE.
Oh, rip.
3 battle compressors in that hand.
TJ is now down to 1 prize. If he hits a Lysander, he has game.
Is it
I don't think
one
TJ Premonition last turn, did he?
He did do premonition last
Okay,
turn,
cool.
I think.
Do you know what he got? So TJ either knows that he has this game or he probably doesn't. Oh my gosh. TJ's down to 2 prizes. He might take this. This is crazy close now.
Yeah. 3 battle compressors. Are you kidding me? That's insane. I mean, at least Eli will thin his deck very, very heavily. And he does have 1 water in hand, so he will attach that to the bench. Xerneas, if he survives this turn, he might be okay.
Well, if he survives this turn, if he top decks a VS, he wins. Hands down.
Report to the Poken tournament area.
Or a Lysander. But he needs to have that. This is way closer than I thought it would be. This Gallade is putting in work. We were talking about this earlier, and we were just being like, oh yeah, Gallade's got a really good attack. And that attack, DCE for 130 is so strong. You can attack with 1 attachment in a turn. Ooh. That means he's not attacking with Xerneas this turn. Holy moly.
And he's got the
good.
Juniper.
Yep.
Not
Fury Belt on the Belt is pretty good.
not going to be enough to win the game yet.
Not yet.
But he's got... Did I see a VS Seeker for Sycamore? Yeah. TJ has VS Seeker in hand, so he wins next turn no matter what. If Eli can't draw...
It's okay. Eli just needs to hit energy and... You see, but even then...
He doesn't have a supporter in hand, I don't think. Like he needs both the energy and the Lysander, and he can't play both if he has to.
Yep.
Okay.
No, I can't do it. We can rush and retreat, right?
He can rush and retreat. He doesn't have to worry about recruiting that guy. But that's it's gonna.
Oh,
fail.
hat's going backwards. We are going in intense mode right now.
He's
Ash,
about,
catch him.
TJ about to
Shit, it's
catch,
about to go down.
catch the Seattle Regional Championship right here.
Yeah.
plays the
See, but
Juniper.
The attachment on the Xerneas could be really big because if he has to attach a DCE, that's one less energy that TJ needs to hit before he knocks out the Xerneas.
I think TJ has VS Secret Lysander in hand. I could be wrong,
Oh
but
my
I'm
lord!
like
And he's got
90%.
muscle. Oh my
What is he
lord.
doing? Does he have enough?
And Eli needs to Juniper.
Okay, he does have the energy switch. I didn't see the dark energy on the.
TJ has game. TJ has game. He attaches dark, and he Lysanders. Oh my boy! How did he do that? How did he do that?
What?
How did TJ win? Oh my goodness! This boy is a god. Second regionals win for this boy. He won the Boston Open after Worlds last year.
Did he really?
He did, yeah. TJ's hella. Probably the best player on our team, honestly.
Wow.
Yeah, really good.
What a game.
So I would have lost $20 to you.
I was not going to take that bet. I was
that's fair.
on the Eli
TJ's a
train.
god. Press 1 if you think TJ is a god, honestly. Mash that 1 button.
Yeah. All right. Well, after we get that announcement out to the board, we'll probably get another interview with
I'll let
TJ
you
here
do it.
really
You
quick.
can do it, TJ.
Okay. Awesome. And then after that, we'll be moving on to Pokken Tournament. Thank you guys so much for being with us. What a game. What a game. All right. I'm going to mute the stream just for a little bit, just because, I know the mic's going to get on. They're going to announce TJ as the winner, and I don't want to blow your ears out. So we'll be right back with an interview with our 2016 Seattle Regional Champion. All right. Hello, everyone. I am joined by the 2016 Seattle Masters Regional Champion, TJ. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Not bad. I don't know how I won that last game, but it happened.
It happened.
Somehow.
Has to feel good.
Somehow. It feels good.
How many points are you at? Championship points.
So now I am at 622.
Excellent. So
Yeah.
you're pushing up for that
Top
day
16.
2.
Yeah, definitely.
Excellent. That is awesome to hear.
Yeah, sweet.
What a way to close out a trip to Seattle.
Yeah, I was definitely. Yeah, so I just squeaked in at 8th seed today. For yesterday, I was the only X2 to make it.
Really?
Yeah. So
I
8th
didn't
seed.
notice that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Pretty intense.
Sneaking it in, dude.
Yeah.
That's great. So going into that match, were you particularly nervous? or-
For sure. So it was one of the losses that I had in Swiss. Actually, the exact Eli. I played Eli in Swiss, and he dominated me 2-0. Game 1, he decked himself out. I guess that was cool. And then game 3, he missed game for a couple turns. I hit the Gallade, which won me it. But yeah,
Right. Yeah.
pretty intense.
Now, were you close on? Were you guys low on cards? Because we couldn't see if you were how many cards did you have at the end of the game?
For me, I had I think I had 1 card that last turn.
One card, and my
Yeah.
goodness, way to clutch it out.
Yeah, not bad.
That last
Yeah.
VS Seeker really pulling through for you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much
Yeah,
for,
thanks, man.
for providing an entertaining game.
Thanks.
That's
Yeah,
for sure.
it was good. It was good.
And I'm glad that you came down. Obviously,
Yeah, it's worth the trip.
Really great to see you
Worth
here.
it.
Really great for you to do well. Certainly earned your money's worth.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Sure. Got a couple boxes.
Is there any other shout outs you want to give?
Shout out to my boy Drew Allen. Gave me the list. I changed 2 cards in it, but yeah, I did no testing for this. Just hooked me up with the list. Yeah, changed 2 cards and we're good to go.
Rooted for you all through. All the way through Top Cut, actually.
Yeah, shout out to my testing group, Team Rubies, as well. Yeah, so.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Thanks, man.
Congratulations on your win.
Tance.
Hope to see you at Worlds this
I
year.
will, for sure.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you
thanks,
so
man.
much.
Sweet.
All right, and that is it with our coverage of the Pokemon trading card game for today. I believe we have a Twitch TV stream for Pokken Tournament that is not me. I'm going to go ahead and post that in chat here in a second. I have to double check that. I believe we finally found somebody who is willing to put the stream on. Let me see if I can.
I was yo, always surprised.
Pokemon Washington State. Alright. Yeah. Okay, I will post that in chat in a little bit. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really happy to be able to bring the Seattle Regionals to you all. Thanks so much. Definitely a really great experience here. A lot of great players, really great Twitch audience as well. Thank you so much. Hope to see you sometime. Hopefully, see some of you at Nationals at Worlds as well. If you're interested, I'll be there. Run in, say hi. I'm not shy. And I will talk to you guys later. See ya.
When you come to my dad just